Hello, I'm Lee Emke, President and CEO of the Houston Zoo. In just a few short months, we're going to be celebrating the 100th anniversary of the zoo by opening an extraordinary new exhibit, the Galápagos Islands. The first major living exhibit to showcase the legendary island chain, the Houston Zoo's Galápagos Islands, will immerse guests in environments that evoke the archipelago's landscapes and oceanic habitats, and that will tell the story of how we are working to protect it. No place on Earth better exemplifies the wonders of wildlife, the delicate balance of ecosystems, or the pressing need for conservation action than the Galápagos.
Straddling the equator more than 500 miles off the coast of Ecuador, the isolated Galápagos archipelago is among the most interesting places on Earth. More than 90% of the reptiles on the Galápagos are endemic, meaning they are found nowhere else. Likewise, 80% of the land birds and more than 30% of the plants are found only in the Galápagos Islands. It is this incredible community of utterly singular species that inspired Charles Darwin to put forth his world-shaking theory of evolution. In many ways, no landscape has contributed more to the understanding of evolutionary biology than the Galápagos. Today, many of the history-making species of the Galápagos are among the world's most endangered. Despite the island's isolation, small human population, and protected status as a national park and marine preserve, the Galápagos ecosystem is threatened by many of the challenges faced by environments worldwide. Overexploitation of natural resources, invasive species, ocean pollution, and climate change. By visiting this new exhibit, we hope our guests will understand that we're all connected to the diverse species of the Galápagos Islands via our shared ocean. Our efforts to reduce threats at home help ensure a healthy ocean worldwide. Hi, I'm Sarah, and today we'll be meeting one of the most well-known species in the Galápagos Islands, the Galápagos tortoise. I'll also introduce you to iguanas and show you how they thrive in this distinctive ecosystem. After guests experience the gregarious California sea lions, their Galápagos journey continues by venturing through a narrow passage in the lava cliffs. An opening in the tall cliff walls reveals views of a boulder-strewn volcanic meadow where giant Galápagos tortoises lumber about, graze on grasses, or wallow in muddy puddles. The tortoise habitat will be designed to facilitate up-close encounters so guests can gain an enhanced appreciation for these magnificent behemoths. Perhaps the most recognized inhabitants of the island chain, the Galápagos tortoise certainly stands out. The diversity of the island's habitats and their relative isolation led to the tortoise adapting to thrive in different ways on their individual islands within the Galápagos chain. The divergent environments on the islands resulted in two distinct shell shapes, which reflect how the tortoises move and reach food. On the larger, higher elevation islands with humid highlands, tortoises have a dome shell, shorter legs and necks, enabling them to easily bulldoze their way through dense brush. Conversely, on arid islands with sparse, taller vegetation, cactuses and thorny shrubs, tortoises have evolved much longer necks and saddleback-shaped shells that enable them to reach up to get at the leaves and fruits of the scarce plants. Guests will have a chance to climb into life-size sculptures of the two distinct shell forms to get a first-hand experience of these differences. The tortoises at the Houston Zoo are direct offspring of a tortoise that came to our zoo in 1928 as part of a conservation action initiated by the Bronx Zoo. Across from the tortoises, blue iguanas will be found sunning themselves on the ledges of a rocky outcropping. Blue iguanas in the Caribbean and four species of iguana found in the Galápagos share similar evolutionary origins and threats to their survival. Galápagos iguanas are strictly protected and cannot leave the archipelago, so we chose similar Caribbean iguanas to represent them here. All Galapagos iguanas are thought to have a common ancestor that accidentally rafted to the island from South America. The Galapagos iguanas have evolved into 4 distinct species: 3 land iguanas and the world's only marine iguana. And in the Caribbean, there are 13 recognized iguana species, all thought to be derived from a single original colonizer species. Tortoises and iguanas are the largest land animals found in the Galapagos and are the dominant shapers of the island's landscapes and ecosystems.
Thank you for joining us on this glimpse behind our construction fence. We can't wait to welcome you to our Galápagos Islands exhibit in 2023. To learn more or to contribute to the campaign, please visit houstonzoo.org.